Unsa na guys? Ang pagasugod. Kaso na guys, nakabikaan. Ka. Okay, count pa. Count ito guys.
Suroy-suroy spente, nagpakudak bata, pusing-pusing ka, murag ka og model og ice candy. Pagkanindot unta inday, kung kitang duha sa kanunay, pero karon asa na? Sa amigo mong uwagan, agay kasakit day, mahinta malumos mong duhas dagat, agay pagkahapdos day, mahinta kanon mong duhas sa magsigi kag pabangkas Jollibee, samtang ako in town, nagkaon sa imong bound, nahupas na whorebread o piwi, pagkanindot unta inday, kung kitang duha sa kanunay, pero karon asa na?
Double elimination bracket in effective 3 format to get to the grand final.
Ang imong gugma muna para sa kuwara, kalit kang nawagtang imo kong gibiyaan, ikuyo sa amigo mo na buang agay. Pagkasakit nday, mainta mamatay mo sa heart attack agay. Niresigyo nday, mainta maligsan mong duha og drug. Kanindot unta inday, kung kitang duha sa kanunay, pero karon asa na, asa ka, asa na inday, ang imong gugma, ang gugma mo na para sa kuwara. Galit kang nawagtang, imo kong gibiyaan, ikuyo ka sa amigo mong uwagan agay. Pagkasakit nday, mainta maligsan mong duha og truck agay. Niresigyo nday, mainta maligsan mong duha og truck. Kanang dako na truck, kanang dako na truck, mainta maligsan mong duha og truck. Kanang dako na truck, kanang dako na truck, mainta maligsan mong duha og truck.
Alright, we got ourselves final series of the day. I want to talk Vici Gaming and TNC because we've seen both of these teams earlier today, and both of those teams have played on this stream. This stream so far only 2 O's, which was a good thing for Vici Gaming because they 2-0'd Team Liquid. Not such a good thing for TNC as they got 0-2'd by EG earlier today, Lizard.
Yeah, they didn't really show the best performance versus EG, but yeah, EG did struggle in one of the games versus them. So I'm expecting maybe a comeback from TNC here, but it's going to be very difficult because the first team that they played against was extremely difficult for them, and that's EG. And now they get Vici Gaming. It's not getting any easier when you.
I was going to say, they're here at the Major. They're only going to get tough opponents, right, Gary?
Yes, most of the opponents have already been eliminated that have been easy peasy.
Yes.
But, I mean, Dota is extremely competitive right now. It don't get easier, it only gets harder, and there ain't no harder than EG. Also,
there is Vici Gaming probably right now in a better form. Contain your NA bias,
I'm not
Gary.
NA biased. These guys came in second place until they threw in the grand final.
No, that's why they came second.
Well, we're not in the grand finals yet, fam. It doesn't matter that much. Honestly, I think EG's been looking just as strong as they have been all season. I think that, you know, Vici Gaming, though.
You saw that they got stomped in 20 minutes game versus Team Spirits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, regions have different metas. It takes time to address. Listen, whatever. Wizard. Jesus.
Wow. Okay, we can take a quick look at the standings to see how all the teams are looking so far. Of course, it's only day one of the group stages, and everybody will play each other in a two-game series. Similar, very similar as the wild card stages. It's the same thing with them with two more teams, so a little bit more games, which we love. There's two teams on top right now. We got PSG LGD. They were able to get a draw and a win, as well as EG. 1 draw, 1 win. And Vici Gaming, they actually have a chance to make it all the way at the top at the moment. Because if they 2-0 this...
I pretty much predicted Vici Gaming to get out of the wildcards and also to win the major, actually. They're my favorites. They're even
Are they
over...
better than Aster? Come on.
They actually beat Aster in a couple of series, but off the DPC league. In the I
Yeah,
League.
so they don't win when it counts.
Yeah, they didn't win when it
Sorry,
counted.
that's harsh.
This is a really hostile panel. What the hell have you guys been doing as panelists this time?
Let us touch your tusks.
Get away from me, Lizard.
Well, that would solve everything, but you're holding us hostage.
Anyway, I have been casting a lot of Vici Gaming, actually, and they've been extremely impressed.
But in NA, right?
Yes. But here at the event, thank you for watching my work. I'm a huge fan of all your stuff, but no big deal. At any rate, I think the Vici's look extremely strong the entire time. Love the players. They have great rotations. I mostly really like their drafts. Like, they're creative drafts when they need to be, but they have their, like, good heroes. IG's drafts, you know, they're mostly the same. They really rely on some of these heroes, but Vici Gaming has been pulling out some pretty interesting stuff here and there. Now, before we leave to the screen, though, can I have one request? Can we get the zoom camera, please, on Lizard?
No, go back! The zoom camera on
not
Lizard,
gonna work.
please.
It's okay, it's too late. It's okay.
What the hell do you want?
I think we can make it happen.
It's all good, buddy.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't think we can make it happen because people are going to be very upset that we would take the draft away from them. For that.
It's fine.
Okay, it's zooming in right now. Lizard, a lot of people say that us esports guys are nerds. Can you just give one flex to the camera? Look at that goddamn cut! That is
Touch it.
illegal! I'm not gonna touch
You
it.
can actually touch it. I
Oh,
allow
it felt like a wall. It felt like an inhuman brick.
He's my gym buddy.
What the hell is going on with you then? Yeah, you should be cut, girl.
Yeah, can we please move away from my biceps and talk about the drafts? Because
I wish I could.
these two, because these two teams have opened in a really great way. Ancient Apparition from Vici Gaming, something that they've been opening throughout the wildcard and now in the group stage. Meanwhile, TNC, I think they found a way to deal with it. Enchantress, historically really good hero versus all these single targeted position 5s that can't really deal with creeps. Ancient Apparition, Oracle, hate playing versus Enchantress. And then you also steal away that Mars that's been pretty much the central point, the central hero that you play around once you have that Ancient Apparition, because it sets up your team fight so well.
Sure, but after level 6, isn't Ancient Apparition pretty good against Enchantress?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
large
it
magical
is.
damage prevents healing.
It is, but you're an Ench. You're a position 5 Ench,
Sure.
maybe a 4. You're not that offlane Enchantress from a few years back, which hated playing against AA, because you're a core, and if that ulti is expended on you, if you die, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's not as worth it.
Okay, that makes sense. Puck, still a strong hero despite the nerfs, and first pick worthy, of course. Just means that you get easy rotations, you get a ton of burst damage, but more importantly, you get to split push, and it is so devastating to have to play against that. Puck's right now like a better Nature's Prophet, in my opinion. The real utility...
Puck is a better Nature's Prophet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
definitely.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of utility in moving around the map and kind of being everywhere, but you don't have to wait. NPs... They have to wait for items to be effective. Puck's effective at, minute 2.
Yeah. And with DK banned out, with TA banned out, this Puck should have a free game on that mid lane. There aren't too many heroes that deal with him very well besides those two. And also, it's another setup for the Ancient Apparition. What?
Puck is genderless. He said him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2021, Lizard.
I have nothing.
I'm sorry, buddy. So let's talk about Mars, one of the most picked heroes in the DPC. Still highly picked here.
And one of the highest win rates as well.
Is there ever a reason not to pick Mars?
No.
No.
No, there's never a reason
There
to pick
is
Mars.
sometimes a reason to, instead of banning Centaur, you ban Mars. I don't know why that wasn't a thing. Why did they ban Centaur first phase?
Yeah, I'm not sure as well. TNC perhaps did play a little bit more of Centaur, but Mars is just as popular. And one thing that I need to say about TNC after these bans, let's just talk a little bit about them. Lifestealer and Viper, you want to ban them out versus the Mars. But for TNC, they don't really have an identity coming from SCA region. That's how I feel. And also one problem is the last 2 series that they played, they actually lost. Even though they were first in the DPC for a long time, they lost to the team that ended up last. They lost 0-2 to them, and then they lost in a tiebreaker versus T1, in which they didn't really look convincing at all. So I'm expecting them to step it up at the international event, because TNC has always been this LAN team that really shines on the majors, minors.
Absolutely. In perpetuity, they have always done really well when they are together in an environment. I'm interested in these spirit bands here.
Yeah.
They are terrified of that mobility. I guess it makes a lot of sense, you know, leaning into Puck's strengths, but is there any particular reason you want to knock out almost every spirit, brother?
No, I don't see it as... Obviously, if Vici Gaming banned them out, they understand why they're doing it. I don't see it that much versus Puck, as he's always been this hero that works well against Void Spirit, against Ember Spirit. Ember, however, does pretty alright versus him at the moment. Like in the lane with Turbo Corrosion and whatnot, you can win that lane versus Puck and then make his life a little bit harder with a couple of rotations. And Puck right now, he itemizes a bit more greedily, like that Witchblade and whatnot, so it does give a lot of space for these spirits to move around the map in a way in which they don't need anything. They just need that level 6 their own line.
True that. Very good to see Ursa banned out, another popular hero at the event. Very good one. You know what I miss? Omni Ursas. They used to be the thing, you know? First pick Ursa, Omni, run at Rax at 20
Was that
minutes.
ever a thing?
It was! It really was!
Omni Ursa? I don't know, maybe some...
Maybe it is, Brock.
Shut up, Stever!
Phosphor nga kasi, phosphor layo. Hindi na yung mga tagot eh.
Sorry. We got Lion coming out.
Why do you
Lion.
apologize?
Sorry, hey, look at
Super
that!
popular. That's the only spirit that was remaining with the Storm, actually, as well. So there's 2 spirits
So,
remaining. One pick.
there are some good things here for Vici Gaming and for TNC. For Vici Gaming, there's an abundance of this magic damage, Earth Spirit and Ancient. They can kill off any one of these 3 heroes on the map once they hit level 6. For TNC, however, what's really good is they got the ultimate position 4 versus Puck. Like you get this Lion with the instant hacks, Impale afterwards, probably the best hero to catch either one of the spirits or the Puck, which are played on mid.
So, question for you, Lizard. I remember a couple patches ago, Lion was one of the worst heroes. Like, nobody picked Lion. He was Garbo tier.
Yeah.
Maybe just PPD was the only Lion picker. And now he's like top tier. What changed?
Just
Like,
one patch after another. He got a buff after buff after buff. His mana drain got buffed up. Now even after the major, he actually got a buff. He was picked every single game, and after the major, he just got, for some reason, he got magic immunity during a mana drain. That was also interesting, but yeah.
Tiny, another interesting pick. Somebody with an extremely low win rate at the event. So far,
He won like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
I think today was one of those.
I think last series, before last series with Liquid, he had won 0 games so far. So interesting, because it feels like every team has a Tiny player these days, and they're all practicing like crazy with him. But to me, I don't feel like they've nerfed the hero. I feel like people just have gotten way too used to it. I mean, it happens at these big kind of LAN events where it's just like, yeah, I get it.
Well, and this Tiny as well, I feel like you gotta go for the support duo of Enchantress Lion. So this is
for
support
sure.
Tiny.
This is mid lane Tiny.
Yeah.
We've seen in SCA actually a couple of safe lane Tinies, but they still play it as a playmaker. You still go for the same build with the Blink Dagger, and then you transition maybe into an Echo Saber, BKB, Yules, whatever. But you play the playmaking role, and then on the mid lane you have some sort of a strong position 1, let's put it that way.
So
But
Tiny is played as 1?
he's played as 1, but he's a playmaker. He's really a tool.
Okay.
He's played from the safe lane. But here, I think he's definitely mid lane, because you need a hero that does better versus the Timbersaw, and he doesn't really shy away from a Puck lane. He's good versus him.
And there's one big thing here. On the side of Vici Gaming, you got the Timbersaw, who's gonna be having a good time on the lane by himself, because Earth Spirit, we're gonna see PYW roam with that, right? He's gonna make a big impact on that mid lane as well. So it kind of makes Tiny's life a little
I'm
hard.
sure our NA connoisseur here has seen crit rotate with Earth Spirit from the offlane, leaving Ice Ice on Timber, so...
I actually have a lot. I am a huge Crit stream fan.
There you
So,
go.
I actually watch. He is currently my favorite streamer. And yes, it is going to make a lot of room over for the Timbersaw, but the thing about that, though, is that their laning phase on every single lane right now is all burst damage. There is a small chance TNC might be able to own that lane for the first couple of levels, and maybe Timbersaw doesn't get a good start, which is pretty rare right now with the kind of drafts people do. They're usually more reserved, looking for more mid-game to late-game stuff, but, I mean, you're a Timbersaw against a Mars, a Lion, an Enchantress. These guys can really bully you at level 1 and level 2 and slow you down.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure for TNC where they will put the Lion and the Enchantress. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Enchantress on the offlane with Mars versus the AA. I think that's pretty strong of a lane, and then Lion on the safe lane +1 versus the Timber. Just mana drain him, impale mana drain, and play it off that way. You won't really be pressuring him that hard with Tench anyway. But it completely depends on what your carry is for TNC.
Anti-mage ban? When's the last time you saw that?
We saw picked earlier today it was Ame Anti-Mage. They did pretty okay. They got a win out of that one with the split push that came out with that.
Pretty okay. That's pretty hype.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty okay. Pretty good.
You really sold it, Cheever.
I mean, it was an Anti-Mage. It wasn't the most exciting thing ever, but it worked.
There's only people out there watching that are like, oh my god, AniMajor are AniMajor players.
Yes, exactly.
Jesus.
Let's see for
Holy alright, that's Medusa. We saw Medusa fall off a little bit.
I think it's also a steal pick from TNC because they've been playing it, and it would have been a decent Medusa game, even though there is a ton of magic damage coming from Vici.
Wait a second.
Yeah?
This is gonna be Poyo playing a new hero this major.
No Spectre, no Wraith King, no Void.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna play the Medusa, so it's like we haven't seen him play that yet.
But I tell you, man, Vici, they love switching it up when the time comes. And they've purchased the Suns fan announcer pack there, which is pretty hype. Thank you for that again. Yeah, Medusa is an interesting pick. And Drow Ranger coming out.
Actually, this is very good from TNC.
Okay.
I like the Drow quite a bit. The only problem is it can be crushed in the laning stage, and if that does happen, then it truly doesn't matter. Medusa will find her farm, they'll step up the tempo, and they'll win the game before the Drow is ever a problem. But this hero can actually deal with the Medusa.
I guess, but I mean, this has to be a lore-accurate Drow Ranger. She needs to be hiding in the woods, barely ever to be seen. How does she survive against
the Earth Spirit,
an Earth Spirit, Iceman, and a Timbersaw?
Iceman?
Yeah, the Iceman, whatever his name is.
The Iceman.
But at any rate, it's gonna be rough. I don't know how they play defensively, like protect this Drow with an Earth Spirit running at her from second
you have
one.
the Mars, right, and the arena and whatnot. And Tim Armel with the Tiny has to be doing a lot of work. He has to be aggressive, but I completely agree with you. It's not an easy game for the Drow Ranger, and that's the difference, right? Medusa, she's kind of fine. She has that ulti. She's tanky. Drow isn't. I've seen a couple of teams try the Sniper, try the Drow. I've seen it work a couple of times, but it is very difficult.
Earlier today, when we saw TNC play the first game, so the new guys on the side of TNC are Bok and Boomy, right? They haven't gone to that many lands. I believe this is their first Valve online international event, and I feel like this game for TNC, there's a lot of pressure on Bok's Mars, and we're gonna see if he can deal with that pressure or not. I feel like this is kind of like a test for him. Is it fair to say that Mars got a lot of pressure because he's the one that has to protect the Drow?
100%, especially because this Mars has been, as a hero, has been doing so well in the major, and now you give it to him, and he's like, okay, I really need to step up and make him work, or I'll look bad, because I know it's not the hero, right?
Yeah. So who do we favor?
I still have to favor Vici Gaming.
Okay.
I cast a lot of Vici. I think they're really good. I'll stick with Vici as well.
Alright, fair enough. We're gonna find out if TNC can prove them wrong. Now let's head over to Cap and VSJ to find out if they can.
Okay. TNC of Vici Gaming. Game 1. Wala ko mas nindot pa ng picking sa Vici. Because ang Drow, pwede masolo na.
朋友一生一起走，不是，你怎么这么能装呢？朋友一生一起走，人生有梦，各自精彩。
Ada lang klinik nih. So, kakabahan mo din sa mga hero.
30 seconds to battle.
Bisa ka ni mid lah. Ay, ini check nga deh. Yo. Si already. Teams of Bok. Okay. So, post 4 Lion din eh. Post 4 Lion, post 5 Enchantress. Okay. Sabi sila mag-ilog. Hindi ba na ilog ko nila ang secure nila ang 2 ka Bounty Ruin. Bounty Rune. Ba't kayo ba nang observer eh? May Ayan. Ito yung official lang. PW of 1. Kalit. Okay. So game 1. Armel sa Tiny o si Ori sa Puck. Okay pa man eh. Kasi ito okay ba? Ang ito lang ito. Ano eh? Vici Bay. Tama ko pagsugon.
Patay bata.
Subaa gina. Stop me. So iya glasitay, pamay, chipchatay, PYW gamay nag-live. Patay ang courier. Patayng manok nga wa gihiktan nga kita nang inyo nang ipasagdag lakaw-lakaw. Easy. Napasaday ka na yung mga manok guys. Yung napasagdig lakaw-lakaw. Kasi mo nga anak na makit anas kabawakon pandemic.
Wait up!
Bumi agay ka diha bumi wala na natin. Asa di si Brow. Okay. Hindi sa boat, okay mga po. So regarding sa CS, dagandag okay naman. Labaw si Armel, sa mid. Labaw si Armel sa mid o kamay CS. So
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gabi. Bumi, gabi ka ng bumi.
Rena.
Ayaw lagi mo speed one din. Hala, patay first blood. Nice ka bumi, nice ka gabi.
blood. And a
First blood is brought to you by wala pa is.
Radiant's
Wala pa
middle
sponsor.
tower is under attack.
Ano nagsoy-soy? PYW dito. Iyating sa mukon ang pag-pull. Sama ang pag-creeping. Pulling. Patay na PYW! Kung sa gikulata naman yung
many a grave is hidden in these woods.
labayan po yung impetus. Tayo pong gabi yung ninood naman yung TNC guys. TNC is back guys. Nanonood ng TNC. Kaya, hoy, kato ganina. Ako na to warm up ito ganyan TJ. Ako no, ampik ko to. Amo gutong tuan. Amo gutong topa sa una. So, amo lang isihan. Amo lang isingan unsay mga kuan karon. Sa mga, mga pampainit. Kanina nanood ng TNC. Oh, kulatay, tapog bot. Grabe, patay ka diya, 1A, si Medusa.
Radiant structures
wala.
are fortified.
Kamay kipyat na ginagmay. Nasubok. Ako na, weakness big bay. Pasikatan tamo sa ako Mars. Tuo mo. Bisaya ni bay. Omo kay Baw. Si DY. So pang scale. Ipapaka na bukid eh. Katol si gamay. Marsag kusi sa akong uyab. So din ni si Timberso yung gisamok ang Grip Wave, si Armel
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
gibatog.
That
Pusti!
Belongs to me.
Gibatog pusti ang pack. Tapos sa 11, samok-samok na. So, samok-samok. Yan ang giharas ba si Gabi o si Bumi. Aba mong duha. Mga babae mo doon. Mo kay Baw. Okay. Pataya sa pak ninduta. Wa ta kakita ka guys ini kay observer gigang. Di teams. Samtang din si Old 11 nagsamok-samok lang. Gabi bagsikang Old 11 no naa dun sa tower. So sige, gitik lang mo gawin ana. Panotho lang mo toothpick ya. Totho lang toothpick. So di pa totho lang toothpick eh. Toothpick. Toothpick megabi, toothpick megabi, toothpick lah ha. Dagan ka lagi. Tawa si team mugang na pod. Si Old 11 stand sa diha gamay. Sup-supa. Hex. Tapos na bao. Killing spree ang gabi. 5 minutes guys. 5-0 killing spree ni si Gabi. Ay, ang mga namusta sa TNC. Kaambak ko na ni. Yeah, hi, mga mo sa TNC first 10 kills na. 5 minutes oh. 5 minutes guys. 5-0 na killing spree bilit ang kiwi. Ito nga, igang si Gabi, patay sa kagabi. Babagwa na dyan pag-asang mabuhay ka ni Gabi. Stun. Buhay pa. Bin ako, mo-timber chain pa to. O mo, kuhan ito. Mo-timber chain so. Pull down nila eh. So, 4 seconds and pull down ha. In any level. 6 seconds and pull down in any level. 1 minute po, 8 seconds po lang yung hindi tayo yung ano ba gusto ang ilang. So para gapon sa si Armel gikawatan din ni Gurun ang Gurun ni DY o gitry nila invade ang jungle, gitry nila ward din eh.
Wait up.
Tora nasakpan kita ka TV bad. Ay lang. Durang lang ito ni Captain sa mid. So, grabing TNC di kasap. Ano na ba ito ng TNC magikontag mga Chinese team ko? So, kabaw sa sigalawan, papatay na po si DY. Nahimong isda! Nahimong...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Opa... Wala. Pumligid na ba ito guys? Himong danggit?
Radiant's bottom tower is
Ambak na
under
danggit
attack.
eh. So,
Dire's top tower
yan ang
is
gibak
under
out ha.
attack.
Nagili ka laging nipkit ang gadiin out ito pumatik pagkutulog. Tunga na po si DYW eh. Kahit ba ito BYW. Ito nga po na. Ito nga, bumi. Ako'y tiwas. Sawa na tiwas.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, kinsa namatay dito sa teams. So, 1-6 kay. Patnalikuan pa sa first 10 kills din ni sa TNC. Atong tanong din spectator. Tanong spectator. Okay. Book! Wala. Farm na tubok din eh. Sige guys, kana. Samok ka lang niya. Samta ako makafarm, makadagger ko. Impas ta ng utang din eh. So nibalin din niya si... Nakabantay din sila nga sige wag kapod aning spirit. Nibalin din si Medusa sa top. Si Bumi gigukod.
My sprites are with us.
Timberso. Alay. Tapos... Timberso.
Dire's top
Igo ka,
tower is
manguhit.
under attack.
Baka kahibaw. Igo ka mga kanding ka ng kanding, gahit ka na og panit.
Dire's structures are
Muna
fortified.
kalingawan og kay sakit kabata ko.
Radiant's middle tower is under
May
attack.
kabayo adas kanding.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So po ni si Puyoyo sa top. Wala na
Radiant's
na
bottom
ilang first
tower
tower.
is under
So
attack.
in terms of objective, guys, mas nakauna og kuha objective ang gaming.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All 11 TP sa bot. Labaw kills ang TNC pero in terms of objective, mas nakauna ang gaming. Tuwa si all 11 lisod, kills tanan ni teams. Back up na. Buwag, ibog. Shoot. Samta din si Gabi guys. So free farming wala may sa kuan ay stocks for Gabi. Ano guys? Wag tal
I'll take
pas
that.
yung farm man level 6 naman din. Nanay marksman guys. Okay, kalami ani guys. Nakakuha pa jud siya og arcane ring. Okay. Tama ako ani og.
Gotcha.
Kasi nindot na tier 1. Nga neutral para sa draw.
Radiant are scanning.
Si Armel og si Team Kini ang nakagarang. Asa na ko tiniguan? Nga mo itong Medusa din eh. Wala na guys. Naka-hearing, nakabantay, naka-spider sense ang kalamit din guys. Sensitive ka.
Dire's middle tower is under
Feel
attack.
lang mga vibration, something that feel siya mo bad vibes hindi napitaw. Ngayon pa dong malas. Uy! Bok! Ano kayo gusto? Ang bangkaw kol! Kani si Bok Mao, kani si Bok Mao ni naglaboy bangkaw ni sa Apokalipto. Hala si Old 11. Old 11 no kumpiyansa Hex. Stun. Hex na himong suwa na stun. Arena of Mars. Hala di kaso din eh. Patay sa kadiya PMW, patay na pong experience guys. Ika di back up. Si Old 11 gistanan ito suliyo. Kuha ito suliyo. Gi-silence, gi-tabangan din hit. Si Timbersaw. Gi-Spirit of Mars. Ihata ni Gabi. Ihata sa Mao. Patay sa kaniya. Double kill ni Bok. Sinig ingon na nga. Ako wikisnik ba? Panggawas mo. Bok. Ayaw palagutang mabisya rin. Eh, lahi ni si Bok.
Radiant's bottom tower
Half
is
Bisaya,
under
half hapon na ba nila?
Radiant
Tapos mga
structures are fortified.
isog ang gabi.
Dire's
Ito mo
structures
kabantay
are
niya ang pagdelikado
fortified.
ninyo gibuhat eh. Nga pwede na mo tipid din liyo sa pakahoy-kahoy. Pakahoy-kahoy, si Totski ba? Hindi, tuloy na yung tipid. Ito ba, ni Roll. Patay si Kagabi. Ito ba, ni Sol. Patay si Gabi. Piyansa ako, kasi dapat dili na ito sila nagsulat. Ito, kadili na. Nagsilibok, katipid din na sila dapat nagdugay. Ito, mag-obvious naman ito nga mo. So, cool. So, okay ha. Kuno. Kailangan si Gabi o network.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
O, dito sa amin. Okay. Critical.
Dire's
Di mo
bottom
to dapat.
tower is under
Dapat
attack.
back na to. At least mangani si Bok din hidapita nagpa-frontline. Kaso ligidan. Mag-attack sila nga mukuha og objective kay wa pa sila kuha nga tower dito. So 11 na ba guys, patay na po 11 to nga na di-cage ba dapat giving niya patay. Sabi nga or 11 patay na po half. Sanay ko guys, first 10 kills na going to TNC Predator.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Okay.
bottom tower is falling.
Sabisod naman guys, sabisod na para ba sabisod na? Pwede ba matambak dahil in terms of ito ta sa stun by teams gilabay dito patay sa si Army guys si Bo Miniga patay sa kanya Bo
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
mga players na dili dapat ikuan dili dapat mo kumpiyansa ang TNC anong disiplina ba? Kasi mga Chinese group, para na yung group is known for their discipline diya. So kaya so din ilang giniswitch si Bok. Stand by teams. 2 man stand si Bok. Tuwa ni si Gabi silence patay ni si Pop. Pagpatay ni Bok 1-1 kilabay patay ang in-chip operation si PWW nga pod nakaikyas. So that was a 2-1 trade and offlane to a mid. And first 10 kills goes for TNC Predator. Exacto, baby. Ayan na si Kwama si Sunsfan. Kanang game mo sa Dota Cinema. Hey, this is Sunsfan and you're watching for introduction of Power Ranger. Wala na mag-game mo Sunsfan of mga alas. Mga ganapin ako sa Hindi dako 1 cube. 1 cube ang Mariang Kwanday ang labaw no. Tawag ito si Bumi. Kaya di sila mo pa na ito. Post 5 na din. Kahit karapat yun. Tapos siya untouchable. Hala, patay pa ni! Kaskang buwang itong pahat dito. Ay, patay yan. Ilang swayan o patay si teams pro position 4 na guys. So, pwede pa sila mo din ang matay. Si Bok, patay na po ang profile dito. So, din ang Timber so patay. Sus!
I find it easy to
Tulo ang patay sa Vici Gaming. Ayun, wala. Wala namatay din sa TNC. Agay.
Radiant's
So,
middle tower is under
nana momentum man, nana momentum mga
Radiant
guys na
structures
medyo
are
dili
fortified.
dapat i-hotag na mga aning nga kwan sa TNC. Ka TNC po guys, na po na sila momentum busy wa bini TNC. Unlike atong ganina nga medyo pag ito ganina sa EG. Yung EG, fast pace man pugod ang ilahang
Radiant's
parang
bottom
fast pace na
tower
duwa.
is under attack.
Isim fast pace mo farm ko na tiba play man puto. And si Gabi at spec.
Dire are scanning.
So, di ba na yung nga nakapaspas yun ang spec mo farm compared sa TB. Kaya TB na mag-illusion. O si Bumi din guys. Wala ko. Tapos po, mameta ba sa post 5. So, Roy. Patay sa ka. Wide sa diha. Toast kick sa ka. Hatag sa kamao.
It's just not fair.
It's just not fair. Kompleto na ako sa post 5 guys. Mag-reward na. Kung chupa-chup. Di dyo ka mahawa diha. Aw. Kabanta ka. Kaya mas all legend. Uy! Di balik man. Patay juga. Team sa hawa na stano. Kabila ni Clark yan eh. All legend. Wajah ka kahiyaw hindi ang among delikado ka diha. Oh, mingaw kay mapa oh. Ay, ko tanker ko. Dahil ko. Bakit dahil ko?
Is under attack.
Dahil ko guys. Sige na ba kamatay. Ilabay. Hex. Tura na stand silence. Pinggiro. Patay. Yakad ni Avril. Killing spirit si Avril. Yan sa matuong siya guys. Sa tura na pod. Manapod si Pak. Gamit ang game coil. Pag po. Wala na game coil. Wala na. Panahon na pa mo push. Nagdali ako ng cooldown ng game coil. Pero bati mo to ibang. Modem call ka for makaikis lang. Samtang din sa Bumi.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thoughts Bumi. PYW low yan. PYW eh. Again, nakaka-PG o Nether Show. Nether Show. Division pa nga ni
Radiant's middle tower is under
ihatag
attack.
ni Armil. Wala nga siya spell, ano siya magic Cheverlo. Your Cheverlo kay pamadakaw damage sa Abalakitos. Oh, sige guys. Bumi. Frontline Bumi. Kabalamat tayo guys. Oh guys. Mana ako tabaho guys kay Enchantress. Pang laning stage, yung mana tabaho. Igo na lang ko pang scout. Scout. Ano na. Yung nagsagubat sa anong panahon ba? Naawag kay scout. Ito ba, kitang ward. Yan na po kay heal. Yan na po kay touch. Hindi ba kayo scout yun? Maalamat tayo. Mana akong tabaho. 16-15 wag ni
Radiant's
action
middle
o
tower is under attack.
hinay.
I'll take that.
Magmimingaw ang team fight. Sa mid-game. Diba? Gabi ang habak rin. Patay ang tower eh.
Radiant's middle
Ikuha
tower
ni Bumi.
has fallen.
Ang bata-bata oh. Kwano? Balikan ni Bumi. Ito nga na napigipatay din ni ang experience na himong isda na himong danggit. Patay mo diha. Patay si Teams, Ligid, si QW, o late na ang TP. Patay position 4 to guys. Support mo dito. Tapos makakuha ni si Teams. Ang delay ka ng hitter type. Dili siya itong magical type ng mga labay. Bagang ito ka, nanapin ipatay din na silence kay Toto Arena. Patay sa kadaba. Bisa kung siya ng pagkahi. Okay, nag-ikis mo dito. Ito ka, kapak, tok, sakit ka ng marksman. Marksmanship. Namunhot ba? At si Bok. Patay sa si Bok ini. Mamatay baka ang pap. Wala dyan namatay ang pap ito. Nakabuhi pa si Pak. Pakta pa din si Amel guys. Kabuangan nagtagsagsam sa dito tumayo. Wa di namatay. Duha ka hero guys. Wa di namatay. Mga nagpinal. Pero wa di namatay. Kamay na lang 1k net worth. Kamay na lang net worth. Tako kay nice swing. Kaya po ang swing sa experience.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So, bunalan. Gilatigo. Gilatos eh. Huwag mo kabaw guys. Ako original na latos. Moto yan. Gilatos. L11.
Radiant's middle tower
Para
is
sa
under
bawat gamay
attack.
din ang kuhan guys.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alam siya ingon nga sa'yo. But kanang medyo na overcommit mo dahil wala kapatay. O sila pa dyan ang namatyan. So, smoke? Smoke yun. So, swayan nila o pitas din ni si Pak. Pero si Pak, huwag nakahiring na parang namingaw.
Dire are scanning.
Namingaw mapa. Tagpensa. Hala! Nasakpan si Pak. Kasi na pati. Ikaw, POW. Muligid ka? Di. Ari na upload. Patay. Nindot to kaya nakabawit sila og kills guys. Nabawit nila ang kills itong ganyan nga namatay si Armel. Natay ilang mid daw. Napatay pa nga. Napatay pa nila si POW. Oh, Roshan. This is a 21 mid. First Roshan.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nindot ka ng advantage guys. Ano ikipin teams sa dili may lang na Roshan.
Dire's bottom tower.
Nabuat na ang
Roshan has
bottom
lost to the tower.
tower. Ito nga. Agay ka na hik-sup-sup. Wa ni mana. Oy, nakaking. Aking boots. Teams din hi. Kila level teams. Teams, level 12. Patay sa nasakpan. Bumi. Pas ka na. Guys. Papatay sa guys. Kasi importansya nga nasa gini napita na gang. Ano kayo namatay? Nagbiyakas lumuha dyan namatay. Wa pa dyan pagkaspas. Ang mga nga. That was wasted time. Wasted time. Talking God lead. So, kinsay pinagdamay ko. Diba? Nanasak pa din eh. Gifinger pa. Tayo ang Iceman. So, parehas ko ang pinagkakatong level si Gabi. So, yeah, like farm. So, di ba ang nagkukulang kay this is ang Medusa. Okay, sabi na si Medusa.
Radiant's bottom tower
Opo
is
sa
under
dinig.
attack.
Wala ka Ranger. Magandang
Radiant
pagkadi
structures
pero
are
ina di aman.
fortified.
BKB. Okay, nanadi BKB ko rin. Kani, nindot na ni. Kaya dili na ni pwede iyang anak. Sudlon lang. Plus, ulit na bagsika rin. Ulit na gaya niya nga pula. Magandang patay. So, back sa tagang na din ni Kay. Nakitaan ang Medusa. Ito nga dito. Ni Ordi ang Medusa. Tanaw mo sa kong piskat din yung mga boys. Patay si Bo. Si Gavin out of position. TP in your face. Kaya nakabitsig lang.
Fire has fallen.
Patay Gavin. Armin, nagsuwak lang. Gilabay. Dito patay yung buang nga to. Out of position. Ano to? Out of position. Wow, ito. Oh, nagdatas na ito. TP. First up TP. Out of position. Wala na. Namatay mo si Bok. Out of position. So, din nanay chance nga mag-push. This is a window opportunity. Laban na sa left si Medusa. Go! Wala sa umbo eh. Wala ko pa sila.
Earth's bounty.
Right. Hindi ka may kapinsaan guys. Hindi ka may kapinsaan pa. Kaya dito sa Medusa, samo ka ng ulti sa Medusa. Kabawa guys, Medusa. Yes. Ato nga, gidakop, stand, patay ka. Boom! Di finger, eh! Nas teams, ako kay ba, kung babae, bagalaki, kang unsa kang klaseng animal, pero pinggiron, tika. Patay din si Papa. That was a good pick off. Kinapatay nila ang mid sa core. Si Armel din ito. Nagtuo mo. Bako din pa kung bakit. Napakaya plano mo gang. Kung si Old 11 din ito. Di. Post ang first two. Oh, nagbiki-biki na sa Armel. Kani. So, ilahang nakuan na ilahang na-analyze na kinakata bibiki-biki din. Patay na po sa Old 11. Nawalan dito. Ilawan di samok. Kaya tungkol sa AA guys, na AA o sa Timbers o sakit ko na sila o mga magical damage. Pwede nila kita na mag-inkibi ng pangod, inkibi ng medusa. Mamawam din item, makalain na lang kaya nag-inkibi ang draw. Inkibi na po ng Mars. Sumapos din sila po Yoyo sa top lane. While ang TNC focus din sa bot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is just a tower trade by Vici Gaming and TNC.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Pwede sila magsugat. Pwede sila decide na magtuning sugaton. Ako ang outpost, so
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
BKB na, so BKB na ang tulog ka course din eh. Ang tulog ka course, BKB na.
Dire are scanning. Dire's courier has been killed.
Dati, BKB ng tulog ka course ah. Oh, ganina ako kagagay. Ibumi tipi sa wajot na matay. So, di pa ito guys, space cake ito. Kapatay sa si teams din eh, kay na oil. Kung si Gabi, tipi. BKB tipi sa bokod. Wala nakabot. Wala nakabot ang ligit-ligit tipi. Tiwa na bulo. Bulo ito. Oh, Diyos. Sabi ko na ba ito, ibalhin naman dahil ang sa celebrate painting ang stick. Something. Bumi, ilang gitan din ni Conrad Motion, wala pa. Niapas ng Congress na naman ang Vici Gaming na sila na ang labaw sa net worth. Do ganina unta kay labaw ang TNC.
Heard of me? Wait up.
Sila may nakauna ba? Ang video ko pala sa Chinese Dota. Okay. Yan na lang kang pag-mechanic sa Chinese. Kusog silang comeback. Bok. Nakit ka na nagang kone. So, ito nga maayong. Ito nga, natusok. Baksa. Ay, record din dyan. Na ko yung hold ba, di na ko madali ni patay. Na apa dyan ko kaya ang Sanji. Kaya ba tamo itang mana dyan pasabot na. Si Bok, agay si Bok. Ay, makitaan dyan ka diha. Goodbye dyan ka, Bok. Mabok-bok dyan ka. Bumi. Shadow Blade. Lotus guys, Lotus antay ni.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tungag lagi ni si. Uy, wala ko nakuan. Wala ko tinagkinabot. Finger, westan ya. Astan ka ng silence. Wala namatay. Manawag ingon guys. Nga dili nila dapat kupinsaan ang kuan. Yung patay gyapon ni. Diba natusok?
I left my hoof prints in your backside.
Nga dapat yun na dili nila yung angon, dapat ila yung i-all in. I-all in nila. Ang pagpatay sa mga hero sa beginning kay patong last time nga naman hinungdan nga nabali. Kay wala nila i-all in, kumpiyansa kasi labi lang mamatay po, duha ka hero ato nun, wak nun mamatay. Si Hamil Dewe kay saling nga na Shadow Blade. Patay, nakitaan ka kay na wild dia, Brad! Stan, itos ba? Gitos dito, padong, ni, gusto mo gisa na, ni ulti nga nung inyo kong gis. Ulti, to. Si Bumace mo'y namatay. Alay sa kabunay.
Oh dear. You might wish to recap your last move.
Patay ang Emil. Ito, buha nga to. Skadi na. Draw. So, okay na po ni kung makaskadi na draw. Oh, dagdag na.
Dire are scanning.
Magdagay ng Medusa. For positioning. Purposes. Kung makaposition ka sakto din yung Medusa. Ito na stun, TP. Wala pang cancel, kaya wala ulti. Delikado pang TNC na guys, kumalong din. Hindi mo lang into boys. Again, nagamit pa dyan ang BKB o Garena dito. So, gamay na isang space para maka-farm o maayo o medyo... Oh, maka-farm ang Medusa o maayo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Roshan. Nagosyan na dito ang BKB. Kung atong gang, di mo ito matawag na gang. Kaya nag-scout na ito si Almil. Paano mo gang? Oh, nag-smoke. Nakita na Old 11. Old 11, di nila maskilan. Kananay, Lotus, Waka, Ido ang star ni Teams. Gi-avalanche toss, gilabay dito, gi-hedge. Si Bok, gitabangan. Magpatay na si Bok din eh. Giston guys. Ni Guy, si Gabi guys. Patay si Gabi din guys. Na-out of position si Gabi. Na-igo sa Ice Blast. Patay si Gabi. Okay, mag-bad fight na sa TNC guys. Baksa. Dini nagsinagana sila. Gigokon nito yung nagagager ni Arena para lang mabungki. Patay si PYW. Pero unsa may kapalit. Naigo spear. So, wala tusok. Pati, bad fight ko. Bakit ito nga? Bakit ang engagement? Dili mabuhat ni Bok ang iyahang. Kasi Bok man ko dapat ani ang frontliner. Okay, Gabi. So naa siya ay kuan. BKB, pero bisag BKB ko. Dapat siya nabakay ni Medusa. Kaya ang Congress, busog man ko sa BKB. Kung nakuha pa dito ng Aegis Immortal Sus, na-action pa dito kabali.
Money changes hands.
Yay, mo delikado ang TNC guys. Kasi zero best lang sa EG ganina. Dapat mato-zero nila ni Vici. Ano diha? Mao na diha. Mao na nakapaho diha. Medusa game naman ni guys. Sus, wait ako ang swing. Ay, 10,000 swing sa net worth of experience. Hindi na ni maayo.
A prize.
Hindi na siya maayo guys. So kung parang ako, ang buhat ko na sa TNC ani is mas may pa mo. Post na sila.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kaysa ilang ipugos, diba si Gabi nasakpa na po. Hindi na po rin maayo. Big patay na po ng ilang carry. Oh, mabuna ka BKB. Hello, mo po yung pag BKB ni Gabi. So at least nabuhi. Si Si Bumisay ilang
Dyer's top
ipapatay.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
12k
tower
gold lead
is
na
under
guys. 12k
attack.
gold lead naman din ang Vici Gaming. Hindi na ni Mao. Hindi na ni Mao.
Dyer's middle tower is
Agay.
under attack.
Nag-halberd na. Si-halberd na lang ni Angkuan. Wala pa sila ilang hitter. Agay, nag-arc. Nag-swiftnik na. Nag-swiftnik ng Medusa.
Dyer's middle tower has
Dito
fallen.
pa naman naman. Nabalik 14k gold lead na. Kung medyo natuok na ang TNC ni guys. Kung nakakuha na TNC nga, di na maayo si Kuta TNC. So ang kinanglan sa TNC, kinanglan sa pawanak, kinanglan sila mo pitas o mo split push. Pitas so dyan eh, di sila pwede sa mag 5 versus 5 kaya kansi sila.
Dyer are scanning.
Og si Allah padong na magpalit og
Dyer's
Idalus
bottom tower is under attack.
nanay kisalis wala na ni guys wag gusto naman
Radiant's
ang
top tower is under attack. Dyer's
So,
bottom
likod na.
tower has fallen.
sa to mga bad fights mga tinungdan nga mog naka
Illusion!
position na si Gabi una naman di team niya si Gabi no kung gusto na ibali ni kinanglan nila og kanaman ni anak nila nga mga bubo so dapat ano mga dik nila dapat buhaton patay anak palayo ito kan
Dyer's middle tower
nice kawan malang matay si teams ito patay yung kingi din eh o position din eh na position ang Medusa kana gitabangan ang Medusa pa na ba man ilis immortal di at least diba isod ang pop pero bisa pag imusod na patay rin si PYW nakadagyo wala niya to patay sa ang Medusa guys bisa pag untak sa kahit ang tabangan 5 wag sa 5 patay ang Medusa nice kawan
Too noisy to live.
Nindo to, kani, mana na yung window guys. Okay, nabigis flicker. Oh, diba? Hindi na to. Penta edge sword. Just penta edge sword. Ba't yun ang nakuha sa kuwan? So na, magyapon na yung kuwan na. Penta edge sword. Oo, ang kuwan naman dito yung penta edge sword. Kanang attack ko yung dyan sa mili. So mo ipag yung itong meme. Meme Mendoza. Nah, tapi wah, patay! Naigi ko din eh! Gigang! Kasi on 11, pero di na i-commit guys. Kahit yan now. So din ngayon, makita ba niyo talaga? Hindi makita.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ay, jadi tiba, okay.
Radiant's middle
Kung
tower
na
has
ninja gear,
fallen.
lagi taga ninja gear, kana ninja ninja gear. Pagdili tayo magang. Kapalit po si Mardi ni Og yung kugulihan high
Radiant's
blood.
top tower is under attack.
Spell Prism, kana nito na para ni teams.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Haste!
Sa team niyo, dito sa team niya. Siya mag-exercise book. Dance mo? Dance mo? So, 13k gold league po ang kuha na niya. Oh, dapat to dapat to mag swift blink. Ang gawin dyan ani. Hurricane Pike kay pas-pas mapak o for positioning, baka position ng karong. Hindi, swift blink ito pas-pas imong hapak o speed. Sige. Padong siya magbikibi. Medusa para dili dayon siya ma-disable. Dili sila magsugat. Sila sa isig. Isig sa tawa. Ito siya na nga. Usa na sa pikas. Ito may ilaw eh.
Bounty.
ran off?
So mapaduna natin sa 40
Dire are scanning.
minute mark. Buang apa nakabi pamtana ko ni malunggib di dili malunggib. Kuno magdili ito yung game. Pa nakita din sa old 11 gilabay ni Gabi. Wala na silent sa kang buang.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
Dapat nila
attack.
pagsunod nagdili na. Kadili na po pwede mag-deceive si Amil. Dapat buhaton ni Amil ini naging item. Silver Edge pa-disable ang passive ni Ogilibit. Kapag nila mapatay, pawala na yung tanker. Medusa. Ma-disable ba na ang what? First skill, imig ko sa Silver Edge. Dalus na. Pa? Yawa ni Pakay. Nahimo na Purputikwan. Purputikwan ang TNC guys. Lalo sa TNC ano pa na ko digid na dapat ni talong game mo di medyo na mas
Dire's bottom
bad
tower is under
bad
attack.
decision, mga bad initiation. Tama.
Radiant's top tower is under
Patay, saktan si Bumi.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ya, post na lang sa top. Ito natin ito. Sibog din yung nagpabilin. Napakaikaw nito. Tiyo bang dako ah. Angay na kahoy ka ng mga daot. Kung dako yung kahoy na kahoy kas patay na eh. Nagtago mo sa kahoy, bisiwil ang bilbil. Bisiwil ang bilbil. Amil, nakasabi. Hapak! Ito ha! Patay ka ka! Hala ka lang, ibagto mo ito sa gawas! Basta mga ito! That was a misplay by Amil.
Dire's current.
Dito yung maayo. Miscommunication to guys. Nalapay na sa gawas. Agay ka cool. Hastang buka nga to. Patay na bata to. Wala ito. Hindi gilabay sa gawas. Okay. Nawa ang epekto sa arena.
Dire's middle tower is
Patay
under
na bata to.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Regeneration, wah nga tayo, miss ko man to. Tapos kanina dyan mahimdam kapili sa TNC, kanina lang mga misplay. Okay na mga reason making sa misplay sa double. 33 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Are scanning.
Itipin ko na. Pwede nyo masipin na. Hala, namatay na. Hawa na po. Patay sa kabok. Agay, duwa ka buhok din ni Nalish. Patay sa mawa pa dyan ko sa stun. Patay sa sibok. That was a disaster. Buyback sibok. May buyback sibok? May buyback noon. Ang buwang nga ito guys. Sus. Misplay after misplay. Pagkita ko maingon. Misplay after misplay. Tuba sa silahan ko din eh. Nakapalit ng mga BKB ang mga support sa Vici Gaming. Di na ni maayo guys. Di na ni maayo. Mga standing team dili maigo.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Anak, di mo ta.
Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Ilaw rin ko babay sa
Radiant's
kamay.
bottom tower.
Tan, labay! Kana! Dahil ka now. BKB mo! BKB mo! BKB mo! Ano ang BKB guys?
Has been killed.
Sus, gidayon eh. Dayon na natin guys. Kaya di wag dis lang kasapul. Naatang atong Aegis. Old 11, tangke yun. Tangke yun. Nagtuo mo kahit ko Brad. Mamukabotan ako na puthaw akong lawas. Labay si Piway sa pulyo pro nanay BKB. Hala nang kamot sila nga ilang ma-defense of the ancient pack. Taiwa din naman tayo sa PW. Halas ka mo nga disarm din ni Githapak o maayo. Ang Medusa pero gusto din ni isip. Grabe ginamay ang Medusa ko. Amin sa fountain. Amin din naaki fountain. Triple kill na ang pack. Halagi. Malma lang ilang ancient. Gi-box out tamas lang din si Armel. Ginabay ang Medusa. Patay ni PW. Wala na rin. GG. Asmin ko. Misplay per misplay. Mabenta na split. Dagang game misplay. Dagang miscom. Itas lang doon na pindot. Nabang ang TNC ato sa early game. Tunggu sa misplay. Sila na field game. Music na ba? Music sa
Saong pagkalimtan ang gibuhat ang duha dito sa Climb inong kaudaghan nahubog ka idulti ka ila-ila klaro na kay kasapaten naganahan sa Gayon, shortcut Atumi sa boarding house I-plaster ang folding namong kuming duha nagtutok ka na klaro na kay ka sa pattern naganahan na ka makinig
So eventually, you gotta be able to lose that sometimes.
I feel bad for Mars. I don't feel bad for Mars.
I mostly feel bad for TNC because with Execration eliminated, from the wildcards, right? I want to take a moment to talk about the SEA scene in general in terms of points and road to the international. That's what it's all about. We got T1 waiting in the playoffs. We got OBN standing on the sidelines. T1 and OBN are the only two teams to have points in the top 12. And in order for them to stay in the top 12, guarantee that spot at SEI. But they need points, or rather, they need other people to not get points, so they're there's a chance, and if he doesn't do so well here, there is a chance that it's getting more likely that Southeast Asia, as a region, will only have one team going to the international, and that will only be the by a qualifier. Isn't that scary?
And it feels like after 6 weeks of leagues and whatnot, majors, we shouldn't be in that position, which one region only gets one single spot.
Yeah.
Even Europe, with their latest performances, do not deserve that kind of play. It's a bit sad, but that's also one of the reasons, obviously, is Neon, right? They did really well in the first season, and then in the second one, they just failed. They were actually in the playoffs as well, so tiebreakers.
And it's crazy. The region as a whole, you can almost say they need an OBN to at least make it to the top of their region. Not necessarily to go to the major, but just to get those extra couple of points to make sure that they are guaranteed the eye. So there's an extra spot there for the qualifiers. It's crazy. Normally, rather, obviously, look at them and the results over the last few years, you can kind of see that the teams are getting a little bit more stable. I think South America is a perfect example of this. With Vici doing well in T9, I feel like they provided stability in terms of keep the same team, and get results, and they've proven that some competitor, no ping. It's been really good for that region. We are very likely to have 3 teams making it to the international from South America. It's never happened, ever. And it's all over the place, right? People swap out left, right, and center, and everybody feels like the problem is their players.
Really not. I mean, nowadays, bring us back to the real world. That's our job to distract us from the real world. Honestly, it's a miracle that Southeast Asia survived. No, I'm saying, like, it is a layout of Asian whole thing, too. As a Dota, of course, what the fuck else do you think I'm talking about? As a Dota region, I've been there several times, it is a very land-based culture. Yes. A lot of these guys get good by playing at LANs, and when LANs are shut down for a year and a half, I mean, my God, how do they practice? How do they do anything? Like, their identity is their main culture, so the fact that any Southeast Asian team is doing well in this TNC is incredible as it is, and I really hope that they continue to do that.
I think things are changing. Same was the
TNC can definitely afford
they have a couple of shiny.
They have got some good trophies that got earned money. What about the 14?
Oh, it's better. We're talking about South America before. Like, they were doing fantastic.
Also, they had
that when you come to an event and you're facing champions that don't just have a great captain, but unfortunately for the TNC at the moment without coach, Vici Gaming, they got Federer as a coach. Good luck going up against that. You're going up against 6 players, 5 players and a coach that are incredibly experienced both inside the game and outside the game.
Well, depends on what team you're on. You could be going up against 6 people in the game.
Not at the moment. We patched that out, Fox. We patched it out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we did.
I had to get one in, alright? Everybody's over it.
It's all good.
I'll forgive you.
But TNC without a coach, I feel like, especially the format of the tournament itself, where there are so many games, and you have to adapt so quickly. You need that extra person.
Sometimes Ross will just take it over.
That's true. That's what happened to Obi Neon.
That's absolutely correct.
Obi Neon had CTM. I feel like he's obviously a player, but also their coach, their mentor, their life guru, and he was also the one that carried them in that tournament.
Yeah.
Amazing. They even had like one stand-in, then another, still made it work. So you can make it work, but it's definitely a harder road.
Yeah, and I know we're talking a little bit doom and gloom for TNC, but it's not all doom and gloom. This is just the first day. This is just their second series of a total of 7 series that they'll play here in the group stages of the AniMajor. And we have seen them do really well. They have not been able to take a game yet. The game 2 they played against Vici today was definitely a good showing. And they played Vici Gaming as their first opponent, which a lot of people have in the upper echelons of the group stages. So, this is, and they actually look almost okay, right? This game obviously didn't work in terms of timing. Vici Gaming played very well around them. He said exactly when their time is getting. But a couple of fights here and there, TNC can take.
Absolutely. I mean, the biggest mystery I have is why not simply implement the game after what? Maybe there's a reason.
You want to get them all in at once? For that to work, they need someone to pull a plug somewhere in Seattle or something. What is...
Wala pa'y MTV, radyo ang naghari pa. Kanavikon, dagko ang baterya. Kung magpaniha, kung magkapuno ang pamilya.
It's good. Hero was not picked up.
So that still works.
My next part, Dark Mode, overplaying. That's scary. So, not really. I'm still not feeling lucky. As a really strong hero, we've seen secret that role play. It didn't really work that well for them. I just don't. I don't feel like. I feel like there are better characters.
I'm not a good hero right now. How does the monkey survive the lane? Dark Willow. You get hit by one spell and you are literally a half HP for each or whatever. Can they swap the lanes around to maybe do monkey versus TA? Does that work?
It's actually a play. Right now I feel like TA you'd rather just put the Razor. But again, we've talked about Razor and his versatility. You can put it safe lane and he should dominate the Star Dart.
Yeah, I think it's a big choice that they actually have to make. If you have to be like there's one thing you don't want to do in this game is let her have to start. If she gets an early death of lane, the game is over. So it is a very tough choice, but one that put themselves in, so I don't feel bad.
Screw them, they did
Well, I mean, it's their call. But I could definitely see Monkey going mid tier.
I love the last time brings so much Oracle to the hospital that makes DK silence unplayable again. This game is really really awesome. If it's even his off, I believe so. And there you go.
There he is. There's the broken.
You're probably gonna put it.
Every single patch we have to work around this. Look, this freaking deep. I hate this happening. I don't like it. Not a fan of that one, but that is a very powerful combo. Look at just that damage output at all points of this game. Oracle Dark Willow Florida. Mid-game.
You know,
4.2. Holy wall.
You know how you're saying you'd like to see one thing removed from the game?
Yeah.
Why go so extreme? Why not say, okay, you know what, let's change his eye?
They tried it.
Yeah?
They've done that many times.
Yeah, but let's not be able to copy your allies ever. How about that?
Alright? Just
Yeah.
put him in the dumpster pool where he belongs. Or, I know.
Morphling is one of those high-skilled healing heroes. It's very difficult to actually balance. Like your Vipos, your Tinkers, the player is really good. These kind of heroes, you just lot in the game if you can't play against him. And in this kind of a game, it looks really strong. You have Dark Willow, broken combination, and I'm worrying that TNC have got themselves put in a really bad spot with the Magnus. Magnus Monkey is a good combination, but a little bit too greedy.
Yeah, and it does look like with Gabby playing Monkey King that it will just be mid Razor.
Yep.
I mean, this is they are playing in a minefield right now. All of their team is very squishy in the beginning of the game. Everyone on the other team is burst damage, snowball heroes. They have to play this nearly perfectly. Are they capable of it? Maybe. I hope so. I'm rooting for them.
All right, well, with you rooting for them, surely they are going to put up a good game for sure, but maybe more Flaying Willows is going to be too strong. I wonder what our commentary team thinks about this series. It is over to Cap and BSJ.
Okay, guys. Terus, saya nga itong game 1 eh. Para ko pwede mo tinda pas game.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I didn't enjoy
Sayang yun, paano ko sayang guys? Eca. Hindi na ako ng camera. Okay. So,
30
Bumi
seconds to
sa
battle.
fire, team sa Nix. Push to Magnus. Mid Razor, Gabi sa King. So far noon, to be honest, wala ko pakita yung Gabi nga nakadaog sa King. Ako hinanaw magkukuan to. Abot lang. Puyoyo siya Morphling, Puyoyo siya Morphling Slider or the level DY.
The battle begins.
Ori, siya Temple Assassin of Dark Willow. PYW. So nga tanaw mo tanin ko here. Kapti pa na siya pero. Sa ito ganina. HB. Okay man. Alright. Okay. Mid, okay ba? Because Razor TA, okay ba man yung line up. Ang ka-block alam din kay ang Monkey King. Kasi ang so pa wala may kusog na Monkey King atin eh. Wala, dili kayo ni hero sa Pinoy ang Monkey King. Kuha na siya, Chinese din siya nga hero pod mais matumba man Thompson ko sa Pinoy di kay ni Monkey King ang lang ano ko ang impacting. So anyway duaan pa man eh. So they made TA of Razor.
Stick to the depths, Lardar. There's a lot of nutty things on the surface.
Mid. Kuya mo din mo mid sabi. Wala. Initiate na doon ang piha ni Gabi. Si Ibaw ka na. Hapakon. Patay ang Shokoy. Patay rin na Shokoy. Ang Shokoy gipatay sa Onggoy. Nakadagan ang Shokoy. Gabi yan ang Shokoy yan. Kusog magamudagan. Kung mga first crown ni Bumi. Stand ni Bumi. Gigokod si PYW ni Gabi. Gistanan. Tuwa ni activate na po ang Jingo Mastery. Y stand. Kaya nag-cooldown pa. PYW hapak. Tuwa ng stand. Hapak. Shotgun. First blood. Nanapod ni.
First blood. Well, today anyway.
Leaning place. Sa leaning lang. Kusog mo dyan natin. Ang mga Pinoyes. Tinsi, kusog mo dyan na po natin. Siya ako lang. Kanina abot sa mid-game. Sugod ng clash. Ito ganina. Medyo makuan sila. Kanang misplay. Ma-misplay. Kung ma-miscom. Katong tuwa guys, tanan ako pa video game nila tong delay kakabaw sila nga ang TNC nga adjoy time nga mo misplay kana pag kinaiya maguna sa dili na sa Pinay ba sa South Asian nga mo misplay. Maglisod kayo nato ang kanang perfect game, especially sa mga crucial na duwa. Unlike sa mga Chinese guys, na disiplinado dyan sila, wag di ka sila mo choke. Pagana ko kinaiya nato na Pinay, patay na po din si Oracle, gipatay ni Bok, gipos-pusan sa nagtuyo nga masok ni Magno to, patay na po Division of 11, gabi na po ning sakit sa sakit na po sa TNC. Kusog kay sa early. Tuwa ni activate ang Jingo Master eh. Patay sa ka, PYW, 90 TP din delikado ma-auto position si Gabi dito guys.
Radiant's courier has been
killed. Tuwa, patay ang courier ni Gabi. Hindi, tingin ka na. Ay, pwede. Nabaw. So, ako guys, kung ako mamusta ay ng first 10 kills. 15. Sure. Patay. Ito na po. Tigang na po. Hindot ba na combination ba ni Gabi o ni Bumi? Oh, hindot yun. Stun. Curse count. Ilang mamakuan ka na, ilang mabaog ang konto sa laning phase ko, di kanila lang yung sa misplay. So kinahanglan dyan din sakto din ingon ni action slacks na Sir Action Slacks, kinahanglan la perfect execution, which is medyo tadya gamay. Haras-haras lang, dinipod sa mid dominating pod si Amil. Pag sa first game, dominating pod. Di ba napatay mo to ang kuha na to? Itong ikat of PPC teams. Dinipod sa top, patay si Puyo. Pwede niya mamatay guys. Kuha na mo. 10 skill mo sa more. Ng ability. Katawag na sa 10 skill. Bumi, gigang, patay sa si Bumi din
No good. No.
So, first skill nga sa Vici Gaming. So, okay mo to. Kikuha na mo to guys.
Radiant structures.
Gidaro, DY, na abot ang skewer. Ilang gipangita si Oracle. Pero nawan ni. Stun, patay si DY. DY, PYW. Kaya nga, DY, PY. YYE, YIO. Puyoyo. Di ba sa Puyoyo mo man si Erika? Diba? Erika? Nandi po na ang nagkabasa na
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Padang Puyaw nga team sa China. Mga legendary po di ano. TI finalist po di sa TI po. Vici Gaming do dili po ni ang kupinsa. Yan na China's dots. Kanang bout naman sila. Wala pa kaingon nga nahitabo, mga pitas-pitas lang ginagmay. Tawa, nakita na word. Easy 124. Easy gold, easy money. Tawa, star na pod. Di siya duel pa, dili mamatay. Kaya ko spaten guards. Kaya ko spaten do. Kanang yung cookie na dili, dali. Bakit ko makasikan skill na. Pila pag W? W? W?
Dire's middle tower is
Kayo, curse count. Si Gabi. Patay si Gabi din guys. Stun. Og ni Gabi pa din si Oracle. Gabi, patay sa ka? Patay sa ka Gabi? Saman. Stun! Hala! Nakapatay pa din si Gabi. Nauna pa din patay. Og nagkisi din si Abel. Patay si Oracle. Gigo code. Si Dark Window. TP in your face. Wa may pangkansi.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yan na ani pati pa ini pa
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tingin sika. Tatipin niya pila yawan ko ani, yawan bumi. Terus ya, sa game mo na mabang TNC. Kabot yung mga ano eh. Mainta patay na po yung dilibin kahit ang dilibin is kaya na naning sila pa to team so nga taon mo ka kunal to tangke pagting gahiya Shadow Realm di ilagay ko mo madagwan pila pag W ana ini action comeback di na lagi na es
Radiant's middle tower
wala na
is under
tuto
attack.
klaro ato si Teams versus TA. Patay sa ganyan mo ka. Patay Ultralis. Patay sa ni. Masa man zilot? Patay zilot kay Ultralis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, wala gid kaya mga matay sa TNC nga ila mga support. Unlike yun din ni sa kuan nga sig kamatay lang offlane. First live na lang. First live na ito na ko dagger. Dagger, BKB, mana pasok? Mohamed, dagger, ags, BKB, layat, tan, dagkot. Tadi ada dagkot kay tawan to dagkot eh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bok din eh, pre-farm. Bukan ya, itu pipa ko basta palit ako dagger to adaptive strike spell deny in your face. Ang kuha lang dito sa TNC para sa, di ba napindi man sa niyon ang Vici gaming kanang lang dito ultra fast pace dito na doon lang kanang pressure dili sila mo pinatagaan o panahon nga makaginhawa. Di mo man ni anti-Chinese guys kanang ultra aggressive kay mo din inyo tagaan sila og space din mo tagaan nga panahon nga makunahuna. Para ka mawag ng antay. Di mo tinungdan nga na-choke ang Vici gaming to sa niyon. Di ultra ko di ultra aggressive. Dili man para ako dili kasukol ang Vici gaming kaya sa mga ganito dili kasukol ang ultra aggressive nga kontra. So para ko mao ni ang ma-advise, personal advice nako sa TNC. So patay na ko din sa teams, para sa teams. Ay, walay sintry, walay dash.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
O gani, mas una na kabuak ang TNC og tower patay sa kabumi, dagkutan si Bumi stand. Tora si Bob ulti, RP in your face, ni tipi din si Amil, Cookie, patay na po si Gidaro din din, si Org 11, nilayan si Gabi Pat yun si D1. Gikaon si D1 sa Yuta. Kanang nga na yung mga gameplay, kanang ultra aggressive ba, kanang magpatay, nagpatay, patay na po, higi lang, ano ba? Dapat anaon og duwa sa TNC. Man dapat lang gameplay.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Kana mga pang mid game tempo ultra fast pace hero. Ano daw ta sa stock din nga nako sa kan TA Arcane Ring. Nah, pas-pasan ako no Mika. So dili rush dagger kundi Mika for sustain while si team din eh. So ni asa. So by today, hiling ta. Tipo yoyo. 1k HP mapatay na ko dito. Patay ko dito. Wala ba? Kaya lagi panindan guys. Patay na ko dito. Tapos ano? Bala to nasakpan das. Patay sa ka-teams. To ba wave. To ba gisuon. Hala stand. First na Puki, patay sa mo teams. Ala sa teams. Patay sa mo kang tora. Multimer cases. Tama ito, paano ito teams? Kaya na ano, gagamit ito. First na Puki. First na Puki. Multimer cases. Bukak kag daghang giluan. Giluan ka. One lava. Magkanang kuan na mo kayo manduman na anong gitan-aw na ko niyang gabi to di lang ta nato na isulti kay bad. Bada siya pa. Para sa
Dire's structures are
SPG 69.
Dire's middle tower
Yules,
is under
nakuha
attack.
na din ni Razor.
Radiant's
Og
bottom
ni
tower
push din
is under
ni
attack.
Sabot, Armel, iyang gikuhaan og dami ulibin iyang gigop-higop. Bisag stand diya, kalima, kaunom, kapito, walo. Yo, ay ko lang makadagan ni guys. Ila ang gipugan ang pag-walk tower. Yes, napugan nila pag-walk tower. Kung sakit man gapon, bisag imong kuan kung madagkutan ka. Kaya ito yung sabot. Di maadagkot kay tubig naman na. Tubigan? Mapasiritan? Mapasiritan? Di mo po pasiritan. Lain po na pasiritan. So din sa mid, push si Amir og si Gabi.
Dire's middle tower
Kami.
is under attack.
Diba? Yung power ni Bok. Kung makadaog si Gabi, usabi sa mga duwa nga Pinoy. Gusto mo?
Dire's
Naghapak
middle
ko?
tower has fallen.
Doon na ba?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yung ko to. Ano ako rin? Gumita na din kong Kiyosaki.
Radiant's bottom
Wah,
tower
di ba?
is
Mga
under
jud siya
attack.
si Goofy? Bukas ba? Ang mata ba? Bukas ang tawag mo. Diba? Wokongs kuman, patay sa kanya, Brad. Oh, wala pa kayo. Fear! Gila ba yung terrorize? Pero patay ko pong ganda TE. Oo, maning pa nga. Maning kayo da. First 10 kills. TNC. Ako TNC, posta mo TNC. Ako yung mga betlords, posta mo TNC. Mga fanboys ng TNC, posta mo first 10 kills. Oh, yun, sure. Sure. Tapos, posta mo 10 mil. Oh, pili ads. Wala ko na check. Sida na.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ano ba, 5 mil? Yung lagi, 10 mil. Sos, bahala PNC, basta lechon ang kusudan. Mana sa dia? Oh, babi nga ni. Ang mga dapat buhaton sa TNC. Ultra aggressive, super pressure. Kaya mo ni ilang nakuha ganyan, kaya mabag mas nag-action og laylo. Action og laylo ato mo tumaw nakabawi na ginawa ang Medusa guys. Kaya ang draw ato doon draw pang late game na pero
Dire are
kung
scanning.
paon sa Medusa maglisod yun ang draw.
Dire's middle tower
Tungod
is
sa
under attack.
kagay sa Medusa o sa iyahang tanaw sa kong piskat nga mata. Gusto maglisod ang draw ko. Masakit ang draw. Oh, lahi apa na Medusa gud samo kay Medusa. Sana sa mga super late game gud. Mo gabihan ning ko ani gabihan ng sana makikinga ito. Mag-ana man. Oh, nita nag biceps ba? Dughan. Oh. Dughan pa na oh. Iya na pa. Oh, nakakawa ba? Roshan, okay sila. Ano mo yun na sila guys? Tinsi, Roshan. Ito. Kusmi. Tawag. Kalayo pa hawa. Sige. Namay, kasgot ako. Kasgot yan. Nakamupo na ta. Oh! Ay, pa kalo. Oh, no way. Oh, no. Gugde ba? Dagyan na din ang gardar. Ano yung dapat? Tao na. Dapat mas-scout din nila nga sa gardar na. Gardar, nagdaan nila. Madili sila makiyawan. Kaya delikado na po sa mga turn-around. Mga winning din nga na turn-around to last game. Kani maning ba mga makalitan sila.
Radiant are scanning.
Is a great conductor.
Deso, kapalit po sa TA. Diha do agad. Diha. Tama ito. So ang score is 12-2. 4K gold lead ang TNC.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So nana po din ang part na medyo ni action na pud og kamingaw, na action na pud og medyo sa tawag na bag ni die down ang momentum. Sa TNC, ala ko daw, oh, gabiha na ikaw ay kabaw. Oh, ako ba din? Ano gabiha ng kuan ay? Sunon, ti kabi, may siya ko po siya, yung ko po lang, oo. Pakabot. Ha, hindi ka na, pasikan, kikingoon, oo. Tugkan ko na ba? Oo, napakindog ka lang nito. Kira, tingay. Ito, mo ni, tinuod nga, kung ano ba? Bounce siya ba? Lopig kung naagal po sinigil.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dugka eh. Huwag ka na ganito eh.
The hidden ones have been.
Kayo. Nakit ang din si Slavdag, gigokod sa Ultralis guys. Ultralis na bakukang. Ang kinadak ang bakukang.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Templar Assassin to ba? Stan. Gang, isok-sok, ini, ipin na lang ay. Ipin lang. Ipin lang sa. Ipin na nato. Basi ko ipin na nato. Basi na ba? Kaya gano'n dito matagdagan pa. Razor ha? Sugdagan ha? Tawan pra? Sugod ng dagan? Sugod dagan. First skill pa yung basta kumapak. Chin lightning. Gabiha kang kuhanin. Magkuhaan ka. Vigians. Sandias siya. One. May nag-white pa to. Katok na yun. Butterfly. Yung nga alam ni kayo kao na wizard. Pas-pas yung mapa. Ano kayo? Kibi, one eye. Ala. Di shotgun. TP in your face. Bye-bye. Stun. TP in your face. Diba? Dito hits. O, tama. Napak mo yung gabi. Huwag ka ng sakit kapir. Kita pala big flex ng muscles. Napak na gapak. Gamitan nagbatuta. Matuta.
Dire structures are fortified.
Gamitan din bunal. Sugang bunal ang mga unggoy. Ganang unggoy guys. Ayan nga. Tagay nagpan. Kaya bunal lang. Oo. Kabihan na. Kislamdari. Gidagkutan. Ade. Gidagkutan. Lain. Gidagkutan. Kisa totoo. Dagkut mo ang magkayuan. Ala si Diway. Patay ka dia Diway. Wala ka dia yung wang ngati. Wala pa ito Diway. Patay na pati. Sunod sa bakukang. Wing o pagkila ako at ini Gabi. Gabi tay. Ang lagay ni in action na po og kuan. Mo ni dili dapat kuwasan pa. Dapat continuous jud ang ilang person. Games, patay sa kita games. Niduto ito ko. Ano niduto man? Stun? Dora. Lowa. Hanggang niduto sa RP guys. Kana. Gibera. Stun. Patay sa mong duha. Hanggang niduto sa stun guys. So patay magit ng tiid ni. Ito na ko. Patay ka pa ng tiid guys. Doon, niduto sa lagi. Makitungod sa refaction. Patay. Ugaya na matay. Patay po ki. Halan, abtan pa dyan ang oracle. Patay na po ka. Hindi na tayo nila ito. Halan, nasakpa nga na. Huwag man kami ulit. Partling. Anong nga pa mga diya? Huwag na kayo mana. Iba disuksukan. Nagbalik ka. Gakan. Dinadin. Adi. Kabangan. Ugak-rak. Na light city. Bira. Ikaw sa birthday. Wala na yun. Wow. Wala na guys. Ibawin na dito sa TNC. Di na. Di 1-on-1. Imagine na ang Slavdag guys. Di 1-on-1 nga sa bakukap. Patay na stun. Hapakon pabitaw. Doon, ilagok ka na showboy. Ang showboy, magpusok kayo balangway, mama. Bumi, patay sa ka. Patay sa ka. You get yours. Patay sa kills. Kaninin ka? Commended ang magkiking ni Gabi guys. Commended ang magkiking ni Gabi. Okay, si Gabi mo, kinsa mga
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Mangkiking na nangali ka dominating sa position. So, kanina nito, kasi ang kuha ni Gabi, tungod mo sa, nindot pa rin, ito ko nila pag-click sa Magnus na tig-empower lang. Social kayo mga initiation, manidota ka na. Sus, basta yun. Tambukan. Unsa ni makikiwa minaw? Manta. Tifyu. Og padung na skadi. Sus, ang taon. Marimar, seryo. Ako rin, sa ako lang. Hindi ba kabaw na? Saan mga hihibog guys, mga di kabaw mo da.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
May mga kaning spectator ni di ko kumpiyansa da. Kaya ko kasama. Og mas mo katem. Okay, guys. Pitas na. Pitas na. Kaya balik para sa gimaw. Ang palihon na natin. Sus ko. Ito na kuwan sa TNC. Ito siyo ng TNC. Bawi ito nilang pildi na sa kuwan. Sa EG. Pusyal ba itong kuwan? Pusyal ba ito? Hapit ito na pildi ng EG. Mga 1-1. May kanli 1-1. Di ba yung tayo? Diba sa XC nga. Paano ko, badaaw ito nila unta ang game 1. Ito na sa Oktawin unta. Hala teams, ikaw sa lagi mo nakita guys, si Teams ito nga na-stun, napapa si Teams bakit nakastun, ang mamamay ang worthless ito nga ginawa-laan na sila din o glab patay si Diway ito nga ninilupad isa nilupad dito si Armel ito nga Daro, nakitaan si PYW di nindota sa iyo tapos ito nga grabe shotgun! Gamit ang toto! B-toto! Pupuk! B-toto, naman o 1 okra. Diyon, kani. Kang... Saan nilisedan dito? B1, B2... Ano sa ito pa sa grenade? O? O no? O4, O5, O5, O0, O9, O1? SB6 1? Haha! Sabi SB6 1 SB6 1 ano mo ito dito to sa bala wait na naglista yung kapuan O9 ba? O9 O0 sa winit mo ba? Winit mo ba? Ganyan na ito Tara, stun sa to. Hello. Si Teams tayo to ganina unsa mo daw eh. Si Bumi padong mastan. Gusto nilang kawato nakuha ni Gabi gihapon or 11 patay sa ka 11. Patay sa ka shotgun. Si Bumi mamatay si Bumi din eh. Wala na matay si Bumi, namatay ang Dragdan. Lah, ni kasa kong dota. Putang ina. Atau pokoknya gini, epis drop tuh ya. Kasa kong Dota wakakuha ni wakagwanta sa graphics. Clearing. What happened? Why? Uy! Olay. Kaya tanindutan na to. Kang buwangan mo. Atay ni magkikingin, makakuha ni, maka-DC. Ito, paupsan ang kwan. Paupsan na ito ang... Tayo ate.
Across the...
Ay, ko spoil. Kambuhangan di Casio makagwanta.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
before it started.
Yung CD?
Invisibility.
Wala na guys. Wala naman yun. Mahulot naman.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's top tower is 200 na lang. Ano kagipagam yan ang kuwan? Ipagwato. Iwag yung kusa na.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Baksa ka. Malah itu baksa. Honda nasakpan. Wala duit.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Dulit. Pisikan, dulit. Pwede pa.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tura RPG, Bira, patay sa kadiha. Ang karga, patay sa kadiha. Hindi kayo pagka-ultimate na nas false promise. Bakak! False promise, bakak. False promise. Next year, dagang kayo false promise.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Nabaw na unsa.
Radiant's bottom
Nagang
tower
yung mga
is under
false
attack.
promise. Mo ko ilang buhaton. Kung imo silang padaogon.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
So, dini balik na sa Dota, gibira ang ball playing gisok, gitabangan, giyol, si Gabi, mamatay baka ni terrorize, pero gilawa-lawan, patay na kung ang taon ang ball playing.
I expected better.
Nasimong, water vapor. Oh, Dota to, kapitan na matay, ninggali na ka, cheese, diesel. KYW, patay sa kanya, patay sa kanya.
Stop floating.
Focus
When
naman.
you start floating.
Wala ay tubig ay no, bombahan ng lava. Ni evaporation eh, evaporation. Magwa na yun eh. Paglisod na, lisod na.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Kan? DJ na. Pagka na yun, gusto ng liloy.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Atay sa bahay. Ipis daw to, stop na tayo. Ano, wala kaitan. Kaitan gil pa yun. Kamu kagaya magkiking. Ating chick eh. Ating chick. Bumi, nagpalit na to. Dagger na team, spoke, dagger, guardian grip. Bato ka nagayati. Amil!
Radiant
Nakiras.
are scanning.
Yours og halberd dinhi si Puyoyo shotgun din daw. Kasi para material. Lubog si kang Gabi oh. Gabi gahit ko brad. Gahit ko oh. Mantahan nga kamo. Hindi makabaka na. Slardar banyo dagger. Bibi dagger bibi. Puyoyo.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Kinig makuhaan si Gabi dito, makuhaan na si Bok. Kaya
Dire's
Stable.
bottom tower has fallen.
Plus ako na po sa team Sos, pilaray, pag-first team, pilaray, pag-PI. So all in duta sa RP Bok, commended Bok. Isa nag-ingon? Na activities niya, ha? Asa naman mga haters, karon?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ingot kayo, commended kayo guys. Commended ang mga mag-motivate na nila. Hindi ito ako eh. Sunga ito ba? Oo, sunga. Hindi nakita.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is fallen.
Hala, pato ni Duta. Ay, wala sakpan. Gabi, lawan na kay Gabi din niya. Pero nagsalig medyo na ito kay Inis. Kulit kayo mang Inis. Ginahan tayo na mo back mo kamay.
Dire's bottom barracks
Oo nga,
are under
madaog ka na.
attack. Dire's bottom barracks.
GG.
Dire's bottom barracks.
Evaporation ako. Okay. Ayan po siya. So, sige lang. Ito na yung mga ito. 1-1, TNC. O Vici Gaming. Ato kami na kami dito. Ato kami dito. Labang pa ng mga triple. Ako manangguan. Dito ba triple?
Has full control of the map. Like this bottom play.
Naman. Okay. So mga to guys. Kung maduwa ako, mag-stream ko. So di na tingali. Okay. Bye-bye you, detective. Bye na guys.